What's happening, everybody? It's Friday, what, 10:43, something like that. We are at our install. Perimeter is the black stone, the dark stone. The island is fantasy brown. We've got a easy entrance into the home. Everything should be good. This is our entrance into the home.
Great on your back. But this is just a little weird.
We cover our floors like always. We've got a laminate tear out, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started pulling this out. I was working on setting stuff up outside while Tony was in here laying out our blankets and all that. And we're just going to rock and roll just like in all the other videos. If I run into an issue, I will show you what it is and how we get through it. Otherwise, we'll just keep on rolling. I hope all y'all have a blessed day. And if you got any questions, leave it in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. Okay guys, so we're working on tearing the island out. So I had several screws drilled up like that, and I thought we got all of them out, but when we go to pull up on the island, it still won't come. So that leads me to believe that maybe there's some screws going down. Maybe they've liquid nailed it or something. I don't know. I'm going to peel some of the laminate off of the top and see if I see any screws going down before I pry on it. It could just be liquid nail. I'm not sure, but you always want to investigate before you just start prying. I want you to look at the amount of liquid nail on here. That is uncalled for.
I'll tell you what, the people who own this house before, oh my gosh, you should see some of the work around here.
This liquid nail, nothing else would surprise me. They used a whole tube on this island, looks like. Alrighty guys, so we've got this power strip here, so I'm gonna try not to damage it or move it. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we do, but you know, we just try to be as careful as we can. So the seam in this laminate is right here. Unfortunately, this L goes all the way across and it goes all the way tight here, and it's got a little notch here, so I don't have a whole lot of room to maneuver. So what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to put a chisel in between this and separate this seam, and then I can pull this piece out and not damage the strip here, and then that should give me a little bit more room to pull this out. If that doesn't work out for me, I can take my multi-tool and slice the small area where the sink was, and that'll allow me to separate. Alrighty guys, we've got this piece right here. And it's kind of weird. And we're having a hard time getting it out. So anytime you run into something like this, you know, you kind of want to take a look and see what you got, and you know, see if you can figure out what's preventing you from pulling out, and you know, what you can do to fix it. Okay guys, when you got your pipes connected here, I always separate them. You run a risk when you put your sink in here, possibly breaking the pipes. When I do separate them, I always put paper towels or a plastic bag or something over and in that to keep the smell down. It's just where all that old water from the sink gets in there. It's just smelly. I don't care who you are, how clean you are, how nice your house is, there's going to be a smell in that. So just do the best you can not to stink up the customer's house. Alright guys, you never know what you're going to run into on a tear out install. Remodels in general, you know, a lot of times you run into stuff you don't expect. They're not like a new construction where everything is skeletal and you can see what's going on. So the sink is too big for the cabinet. It's not the first time I've ran into it. I've probably ran into it over 100 times. But So I'm gonna just notch this down. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take it down to this, which will give us a little play to get our silicone on our sink and such. Worst case scenario, I'll have to cut the cabinet there because we are pretty tight. But I'd like to not do that if I can get away with it. Hopefully that'll work out. Like I explained to the customer, and most of you guys probably know, you can't just, well, you can set your sink just right on top of this. But this sink in particular has got quite a thick lip. So you're going to be up at least an eighth, possibly 3/16. And then your whole sink top's going to be floating whatever that's sticking up. So your risk of breaking goes way, way up. And you don't want that. Not to mention, you know, I haven't put the laser on it yet. But if this cabinet's level with this cabinet, and then you're setting up 3/16 on this one, then you're going to have to shim this one up 3/16 to make it work. And if you want to be real anal about it, you'd need to do the island as well. So, you know, there's multiple reasons not to do that. Alrighty guys, we got the laser level up. It looks like this one to the right is a bit lower than the rest. This one over here, as you can see, the cabinet drops from left to right. Not drastic, but probably 3/16 of an inch or so, so it will play a part. I need to find out what we're doing with, oh, I thought that was a cable. Never mind. Alrighty. See something crazy? Ever seen somebody with Taj Mahal stuck in their thumb? See it right there? That is a piece of Taj Mahal. I was trying to break a piece off for a customer sample, and it flew off, hit my hand. I bled like a stuck pig, and when I moved my thumb, I could feel it cracking around in there, but I couldn't find it to get it out. And now it's healing up, so I'm gonna have to cut it open. Alrighty guys, we got the tear out completed. We got the sink in the hole. So now we're going to kind of clear out the space, and we're going to start bringing the new tops in and getting them all set up. It's going on 12 o'clock, so however long that took us. For a top that goes under there, just common sense will tell you want to clean everything off of it before you put it in there, because you're not going to be able to get to it afterwards. Guys, it's a little bit tight in here, and we've got this L. We try to cut off as many tops as we can in one piece so we don't have a bunch of seams. But you can see it's going to be tight when we bring it in with the island and this piece here and all that. So I was noticing that we might possibly be able to move this island. I don't see any electric or anything like that going to it. So if you decide to try to move an island, one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you mark it where it's at so that you can put it back in the same place it was. So we're going to do that right now. I've got me a pencil. We've already got a little bit of a line right here, so let's see. We'll put that back to where it was. We got a line right there, so now I'm going to just go ahead and mark it here. Alright, put a little mark here. Put a mark here. Right on line there. I'll put this little mark here. Looks like it's kind of been knocked out of whack previously, but at least we'll have it how it was before we got here. Alright, I just used this Element X bit for the first time. Oh my god, this summer gun is dangerous. It's flat, went through this stone like butter. Hoo-wee. Guys, we've got everything put together. Got the sink mount, I got the faucet hole drill, got the backsplash in place. So now it's time for us to clean everything up, get everything caulked out, make it look pretty. Okay guys, we've got the job totally finished. I just went over my aftercare. And believe it or not, I didn't leave and have to come back in the house because I forgot. Tony reminded me. So everything turned out well. It did take me a little longer than I thought, but you know, that's the nature of the beast when you do you know, a remodel. You never know what's under everything until you pull it out. We had very nice customers. They let us work and do our job. They didn't give us a hard time. They've just been easy to deal with, and you know, that makes the job way easier than if you've got you know, people that aren't so nice. But they went with the fantasy brown on the island in the center, and then the black pearl on the perimeter. And as you can see, the cabinet in the center is a different color than the cabinets over here. I think it looks really good. I think I went over all the issues that I had with you guys while we were having them. So if you have any questions about it, just let me know. And if you're nice, I will respond. So have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.